All right, so, oh, get that out of there. Naughty. So today I found not one, but three Mr. Perfects over in Hudson, Wisconsin at the Target. Picked up two of them. Also found the Greg the Hammer Valentine. No Triple H though, not yet, but I hear they're around in the Twin Cities. Here he is, part of the rhythm and blues gimmick with Honky Tonk Man, Greg the Hammer. And we've got the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, the regular figure. The white tuxedo is the Chase. Of course, we got the $1 Million Belt. We got the old man Ted Head, because he's still around and still rocking it. So I guess they gave him the alternate, older Hall of Fame head. So I got those two as well, but right now we're talking about good old Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. We'll check out the box here. We got the window here showing all Mr. Perfect in all his glory, all his accessories. We got him pointing here, telling you how perfect he really is. Bottom here we got this barcode and a bunch of legalese, a bunch of BS. Picture over here. Same picture up over here. There's the top. And then around back, we got a little summary here. Says, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody. He was the perfect WWE superstar with the perfect amount of technical ability and athleticism. Everything he did was perfect. From bowling 300 to throwing himself a touchdown. For a while, he had the perfect unbeaten record in the WWE. Why? Because he's absolutely perfect. Yeah, sure you are. So, there he is. You got the interchangeable hands. So he's got 3 pairs in all. He's got his little towel that he likes to throw behind his back and catch. And then he's got the IC strap, the Intercontinental Belt. Looking nice and shiny there. The head looks great. I think this looks better than all of the former heads that have come out. The older ones are kind of, still looks like him, but this one just, the face scan is great. And the hair is great too. They didn't really get the hair quite right up until now. I would say that the Build-A-Figure that came out last year is got a pretty good face scan. But I don't know. We'll have to make some comparisons to see how they measure up. So, with that being said, we will take a brief pause right now and open up this box and check out the figure. Stay tuned. Alright, so fresh out of the box, this figure is pretty awesome. Pardon the rickety turntable, but that's just how it goes. So, as far as accessories, he's got a lot. He's got the IC strap here. Looking pretty nice. Oh, we can get it. There we go. And then we got the 3 sets of hands. We got the fists right here. We got the C grips for holding this towel. And we got the pointers when he's pointing at you. That was perfect. I would like it if they came with like an open slapping hands for when he spits his gum out and slaps it. Maybe they could do a little like piece of gum shooting out of his mouth, or maybe even like connected to a slap hand. I don't know. Call me crazy, but it'd be kind of cool. Then of course we got the towel here, the soft goods towel, which is always needed when you're sweating like Mr. Perfect. And yeah, this is pretty cool. The face scan is really nice. Try to get it to focus there. There we go. Kinda. Really nice. And they nailed the hair. Nice little shading in the hair. Really good color. That was kind of the style that he wore. And then we got the white wrist tape, the singlet here. So it actually does. There is a cut down here, but it stays on pretty tight. So it looks like it's all connected, like it's one singlet. I kind of was hoping that these would be down further because it seemed like he always kind of wore it down past his calf, closer to the knee. We got the knee pads, the awesome white boots that say Mr. P on both sides. Boom. So, what I liked about this is I think this is like the first time they did this feature, which was the elasta straps on his singlet. So what you can do, and Mr. Perfect did this every once in a while, is you can pull this down like so. Yeah. Because he did that every once in a while. We'll do the other one here to get the full effect. So pull it on down. And then he'd kind of have it, push it up here, kind of down like this, I think. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Looking good. So maybe they'll do that to a few other new figures that they have coming out, like, I don't know, like Scott Steiner would probably be a good idea. He always had a singlet on, and he was always trying to flex his peaks for all his freaks. But this is a really great figure. The only problem I really have is I think his arms are a little bit small. I mean, he was big, he was bulky. And this just like makes him look super cut up, which he kind of wasn't, you know. I don't know, his arms just look kind of small. He was kind of bulbous and kind of, I don't know if puffy is the right word. I mean, he was super athletic, you know, but also they could have given him the good old Hulk Hogan hot dog tan treatment. So he's kind of sporting that orange tan or burn, whatever. But other than that, this is a great figure. I'll kind of put it back here, and then we'll do some comparisons. Looking really good, real sharp. I'd probably give this about a 9.5 out of 10, just because I am biased. I do love Mr. Perfect. My favorite wrestler of all time. You know, he's kind of a hometown guy. Went to Robbinsdale High School. And just a badass. So yeah, we're gonna get this stuff out of the way. I hope everyone's having a great Saturday night or Sunday morning whenever you're watching this. I definitely am. Alright, I'm gonna pull these straps back up. Hopefully it doesn't lose its stretch. Ooh. Or snap. It seems pretty good. Maybe we'll kind of tighten back up into shape. I like the black in the back, how it kind of leads down to the little arrow down here. So do some comparisons. We'll kind of set him off over there. And we'll bring in a bunch of other Mr. Perfects. We got the other Elite with the orange singlet. This is from the Heenan Family 4-pack, which I didn't get. I just got the figure itself, I think on eBay. It's a pretty great figure. He's got the towel, of course. As you can see, the face is not quite as accurate as the newer version or the Build-A-Figure. I mean, I think this figure's at least 10 years old. So, technology has come a long way. Still looks pretty good. Of course, he's got the black that comes down in the back. Black knee pads. Pretty much the signature Mr. Perfect. White wrist tape. White boots. So there's that one. And then we got the basic here. Also with the yellow singlet. Has the same head sculpt. We'll put him over here. Alright. Then we got this guy, the Retro Fest figure. Also came with the Intercontinental. This is kind of my NWO version. Well, it was until I got the Build-A-Figure with the suit, because that's kind of what he sported when he was with the New World Order. Different head sculpt here. Not bad. This guy back here. And then we got the Build-A-Figure. That's a great face sculpt. That's a good scan right there. You looking at me? Well, I am perfect. Yup. Boom. So there. The only one I'm missing is the Legend series. I think it's number 3, which comes with a towel, of course, a stand, as well as the IC strap. So there. There's the perfect tag team right there. The 5-man. Alright. Now we'll bring in, let's see, Andre for kind of a size comparison. Big John Stud, which I think this actually did come from the Heenan family pack. And then we got good old Bobby the Brain, or the Weasel, sporting his Weasel outfit. He's got the black singlet underneath. So there we got the Heenan family right there. That's the pack, but this is actually the Ultimate, and this is a Legend series. And then we can bring in our old good buddy, Ravishing Rick Rude. Get that out of here. These two guys went to high school together, grew up in Robbinsdale. Rick Rude was also part of the Heenan family. Alright. Bringing another Robbinsdale guy here. We got Mr. Nord, the Berserker. whoosh, doing his thing. There's two other guys. Let's see. We had Nikita Koloff also graduated with these three guys, as well as Tom Zink, the Z-Man. I would love to get figures of both of those guys in an elite style. That would be awesome. All right. And finally, we'll bring in our good old friend, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, who Perfect actually was his manager, was Ric Flair's manager, until he got convinced to join Macho Man and wrestle against Ric Flair and Razor Ramon. So these two guys. So yeah, there we have it. Some little comparisons there. So yeah, I'd say overall this figure is about, I'd have to give it at least a 9 out of 10. Because he's almost perfect. I just think the arms should be a little bit bigger. He was freaking huge. And maybe the hot dog tan. And maybe someday we can get some kind of spitting gum, slapping gum effect. I don't know how they'd pull that off. I have some ideas, but might take too much plastic, so it could be just a waste of money. Anyways, great figure. Hope you all enjoyed my not quite ready for YouTube review. So yeah, have a great weekend, guys. Or more, should I say, have a perfect weekend. Alright, so I kinda blew it, but I forgot to talk about articulation, so I'm gonna go through that real quick. Most of you guys know how these guys work and know pretty much the movement and everything that helps his posability. Pretty simple stuff, but I kind of wanted to touch on how the singlet doesn't really get in the way of the stomach crunch. It actually works really good. So look at that. It's kind of cool how his muscles kind of come through, but as you can see, kind of the side view here, it doesn't take away from that stomach crunch articulation or movement. It works great. So yeah, but yeah, pretty standard stuff. Rotation at the bicep. Of course, we got the pinless now. Nice pinless technology. Double jointed on the elbows. You can pick his nose. I'm sure they got pins on the knees, just because it's always covered up with the, yeah, we got pins in there, you can see. It's always covered up. I mean, if you're going to cover it up with the knee pads, it's okay to have the pins in there. But yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with the face scan. But dang, the hair, they nailed it. It's perfect. It's kind of the mullet style. rocker style. So yeah. Well, cool. Thanks again for watching. Oh, I'll say this: when I was looking at the figure, I noticed there was a little bit of a white smear from the white wrist tape that ran down his forearm here, or his wrist. And all I did was bust this stuff out, the ethyl rubbing alcohol. Used a Q-tip, it came right off. So I don't know if any of you guys are having problems with paint. This stuff works. Just pick it up at Walgreens. I think it's like $2, maybe $3 tops. All right. Well, that'll do it. Thanks for checking it out. Take it easy.